I would like to maybe to draw your attention and to look at to this problem from a little bit broader perspective. We have to, I think this is the time for us to face the reality where we are. And I'm very happy that that in this auditorium and from this stage, there were so many right ideas and messages already outspoken. But I would like to maybe to stress on some of them. And that is very important for us from the point of view to find the proper solution and proper answer to your question, actually. First of all, we finally have to operate proper notions on what is going on in Ukraine. Because we are traveling a lot. And in some European countries, even though they are very good in their in their attitudes toward Ukraine, but they still operate the notions that prevent them from proper solution of the situation, like Ukrainian crisis, conflict in Ukraine, and so on. If we operate such notions, we will never find proper solution. Because if we presume that there is Ukrainian crisis, it means that Ukraine can resolve this crisis. And this crisis is not Ukrainian. So I would suggest that, and I hope that this auditorium would be unanimous in sharing that there is no conflict and there is no crisis. There is a war. And this is the war that Russia holds against Ukraine, Ukrainian people, and actually all civilized world. Europe and US, whoever would adhere and subscribe to those values and principles of democracy. Second, and it was already mentioned and very nice stressed, that Ukraine is determined to succeed. And this is partially answer to your question, that to resolve the situation, Ukraine has to be successful. But what it means to be successful, I will give you an example. Today also it was very nice noted that whether there is no military solution to this conflict. I agree that there is no military solution for this conflict. But if we say that there is no military solution, it means that Ukraine should be military strong. This is the paradox. The stronger Ukraine is in a military sense, the less military solution would be to this conflict. And the third thing, but also is very important, and especially from the European perspective and from transatlantic perspective, that actually Minsk is important. Because Minsk give us, the real Minsk give us the chance to think over, but Minsk cannot overrule international agreements and international legal order that has been so far undermined by Russian policy and Russian aggression. I'm speaking in particular about UN Charter, Helsinki Final Act, even Budapest Memorandum. I'm sorry, we cannot substitute by Minsk all those important things. And I think this is the time for us to face the reality and to think globally, how not to only solve it in short-term perspective, but be proactive and look for the medium-term and long-term perspective of resolving this big problem. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Oksana. Let me turn to Mr. Mayor. Let me turn to you, Mayor Sadowy. Mayor Sadowy is going to speak in Polish, so for those of you